Okay, so now that I've had Flubaroo grade this for me, I like to take a few extra steps to help me get through all this data because I think I can make it simpler to transfer the information from here and into your gradebook. So here's what I'm going to do. First step I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a couple of sheets to this. I've got 3 periods, so I'm going to add 3 sheets. I'm going to change it to the names of each period. So period 2, 3, period 4, 5, double click, period 8, 9. Okay, now I'm going to have to get these short answers and put it together with my percentage that Flubaroo has graded. So I'm going to go ahead and hold down shift until I get to the very end of the row. Okay, and then I don't need that stuff at the very end. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get all my period 2, 3s. Okay, so I'm holding down shift as I go down. 4, 5, went too far. Okay, now I'm still holding down shift. Now I'm moving to the right, all the way to the right until I get to number 30. I'm going to do Control C, okay, for all my 2, 3s, and I'm going to go to my sheet that I created, period 4, 5, and I'm going to write Control V to paste all these answers. And I'm going to, I don't need the multiple choice stuff anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it by clicking on one column and then moving right until I get to those short answers that I want to grade. Okay, so all I need is these short answers so I can read these. I don't need the multiple choice stuff anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the column, hold down shift, and do the right arrow, and then I can go over here and delete all those extra columns. I don't need to look at those columns anymore, so I'm going to delete columns D through AD. They're gone. All I've got is student's name and their responses for those 4 questions that I wanted to look at. Okay, so I'd have to repeat that again for the next class. Okay, so now I'm looking here where it says period. I'm waiting until I get to period 4, 5. Okay, there it is. There's my first period 4, 5. Going to once again grab all the way to the very end by holding down shift and then moving the right arrow. Okay, and then, well, actually, I should have just held down shift and then the down arrow until I'm done with period 4, 5. Okay, because otherwise I won't know where to stop. Okay, period 8, 9, too far. Now I'm not letting go shift yet, and now I'm ready to go to the right. Okay, all the way to number 30. Control C, go to period 4, 5, Control V. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. I'm going to do the same thing for period 8, 9 though. So hopefully you've discovered that shift is the magic button which lets you select multiple things, and it's just a way for us to start getting rid of some of that extra junk that we don't need. I'm going to click on column C, hold down shift, move to the right until I get rid of all that stuff I don't need, except for the final 4 questions that I want to read. Okay, click on AD and delete. And now I've got student's name, I've got the 4 answers to their questions. Once again, period 8, 9. Get rid of everything, click on column C, hold down shift, move to the right, go all the way till you get to those final 4 questions, and you got them highlighted. Control, delete. Alright, the next thing I like to do is I like to alphabetize my students by last name. So if I click on column B and do that little drop down right here, I can just sort the sheet A through Z. And there we go, Canseco's at the top, and here are his answers followed by Chavez, and here are his 4 answers. Okay, so I've alphabetized my guys. I've just left their short answers here, or their paragraph answers. So the final thing that I'd like to do is I would like to go to the Flubaroo grades, and so I'm going to grab their first and last name and their percentage, and then I'm going to go ahead and once again the shift, hold down shift and the arrows until I only get those first couple of columns, and then I am going to grab all this information until I'm done. Oh, I went too far. I wasn't paying attention, so now I went to period 4-5 where I should have stopped. Here on period 2-3, I'm going to go ahead and Control C, go over here, Control V for paste at the very bottom, and there we go. We've got student last name, period, email, percentage. Now if I go to that same column and I still alphabetize it A through Z, let's see what happens. Okay, so what that ends up doing, if we go to the very top, we've got Giselle. So far she has gotten she got 9 out of 26, and these are her 4 answers. So currently, without the 4 answers, she has 34%. Juan Aquino, he has 13 out of 26, which is 50%, and these are his 4 answers, and so on. So this is a way for us to be able to put the short answers together with her multiple choice. Now, what I would want to do here is, if I click on this row right here, and then I right click, I can insert one above. So after I'm done reading her 4 answers, and if I think that there are 4 passable answers, then I could say she got 13 out of 30, or whatever the teacher wants to assign, and then a grade, and that would be a way for you to do that. Alright, so a lot of steps, but eventually I think it'll come a little bit faster as we start to figure this out. But once again, if you have any questions, or if you want to try a different approach, let me know. Alright, talk to you later.